Hibaksha? Hibaksha, today on Kababayan LA. This is a movie that tells the story of the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima as told from the person who actually survived the bombing. And we have the two filmmakers here, Chaz and Steve, joining us on the show. Okay, the 40th anniversary, 1985. And so you've been collecting all this data since then.
Yeah.
What made you want to do this?
When I first heard Kaz's story told at my college, I got to know her a little bit more. We exchanged info, and I found out she was actually living like in the same city as me. So, it was a really good chance for us to really connect and just go out to lunch every now and then, talk. And every time we talk, there's always like a different element that she adds to her story that just made it even more powerful and more compelling.
What do you think is the most amazing thing about her story?
Her spirit, the way she's maintained her spirit after everything she's been through, it would for everybody, it would be very easy to just kind of contain that hatred and sense of giving up and depression, but she still lives on with this, amazing positive spirit, and she's still continuing her message today of promoting peace.
And that is a story that you tell in the movie Hibaksha that is 40 minutes long, correct? And it's all in pictures, so very visual, I guess. But Steve, what are some of the difficulties that she had to encounter in her life?
Besides just living with the illnesses and stuff like that.
What kind of illnesses did she have?
We describe it very in detail throughout the movie, but, bladder problems. For a whole year, she didn't have her period.
And all those were just because of the...
Because of the side effects of the nuclear, yeah.
Yeah, and did she get married? Does she have a family?
Yeah, definitely, she's, to this day, she has a family, with her husband, who's not here to this day, our late husband, but now she has a daughter, and her daughter got married, and, she has 2 grandkids, so,
that's one of the amazing things about it is, like, her entire family went through a lot, but they all survived it, with, just caring for each other. They were able to get through it and live long, healthy lives.
I want to hear a little bit about, and I know it's probably going to be in the movie too, when she, 40 years after the bombing, which hurt her deeply, emotionally, I guess, scarred her also physically and mentally, she met with the pilot of the plane that dropped the bomb. What was said? How was that conversation? What was that conversation like?
The conversation went down very tense. It was a very tense situation, and we really capture all these little movements and elements in the film. Our actor who played the colonel, Paul Tibbets, William Knight, he did such a good job, such a fascinating job capturing every word, and you can hear the spitefulness, and it was just so, it's so raw. I can't even describe it.
Were apologies exchanged, or
well, that's the thing. That's an interesting dynamic that happened where she went into it actually expecting, this will be a good opportunity to forgive each other. I'll be able to forgive him, and there'll be, sorry. And it's interesting the way it turned out in real life, actually.
No. So you're not going to tell me. I guess we'll have to watch the movie.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it to see.
So talk to us about coming up with funds for this. I know it's not easy to create movies, make movies. A lot of filmmakers come here asking for help from the show, from the viewers. What were the struggles?
It was a struggle at first, but I have to say I was very blessed to get so much help from the community, and they really supported the project, not even just so willingly, so openly. And I just told them, this had the potential to be something very big, something that you've never seen before, in traditional sense. And I think people really read that message, and when I brought it across, then I think that's when the support started coming in at a much faster rate. And it wasn't just the Asian American community, but just strangers.
Because the story is really of love and of perhaps forgiveness and of rising above whatever negative circumstances life throws at us. And also it's about, I think, overcoming obstacles like that. And like you said, peace.
Yes, that's one of the main themes is she always ends her talks and her speeches at local schools, whatever, with "May peace prevail on earth," and it's just that belief that no matter how, how much wrong and how bad war may seem, you have to keep believing that there's still good, and there's that potential for peace, you know, out there.
How touching. How very touching. Let's watch this trailer.
I say this to all of you, hoping that you carry my message when my time on Earth is past. Rest in peace. This film is for you, for all of you.
Wonderful pictures. Thank you so much for making this movie. There's also going to be acting. There's also, it's a mix. I can't wait to see the movie. When?
September 28th, CGV Cinemas. And actually, I'm working on another venue, but that's to be determined, to be announced. But yeah, right now, CGV Cinemas, Koreatown, September 28th.
So save the date, September 28th. That's the website on the screen if you want more information. But I know that this isn't the last. I'm going to have you guys here, and hopefully next time you can bring Kaz along and we can chat a little bit more.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you and more power.
Yes.
And I'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me.
Queen Lola pageant. When we return on the show, don't go away.